Welcome to Bass and Bonsai. That's how we do it.
Hey, welcome to Bass and Bonsai.
Hello everybody, welcome to Bass and Bonsai. We are in the bonsai garden, and yes, we are going to work on bonsai tree. But we're doing something a little different today. Stop looking at me funny. Today, we're going to work on this guy. Now, I've already named this tree. This is the double dragon juniper. What's going to be different about this tree is I'm going to put 4, 5, 10-part series together showing you each step in an individual video. To get it styled throughout the whole process, it's going to involve, clearing out the tree so you can see the structure, the trunk, the branching, that kind of thing. Figuring out if you want deadwood, which branches you do and don't want with branch selection, and then wiring up the tree, the trunk or branches, whatever you're going to move, and then moving that. So it'll be like 1 through probably 4 to 5. It'll give me a little more time and to go into detail on each step. So anyway, buckle up, hang on, wish me and this tree luck, and let's go with step 1. Let's do it. And it begins. All right, the first thing you're going to want to do when you have a tree, juniper, bush, whatever, is you're going to want to be able to see what movement is already there, where the trunk is, the branching. So you're going to want to clean out the tree. That's kind of like the first step, no matter if it's like a garden juniper right out of the, in a little plastic pot from one of your local nurseries, if it's already in terracotta pot, even if it's in a bonsai pot and it's outgrown, it's got growth that's overgrown, that you need to see what you need, have to work with before you can move on. So this is a perfect example. This tree kind of has 2 halves going to it, and the plan is this side, and it's a good idea too, while you're doing that, as you're cleaning out, be thinking like, where do I see this tree going? Does it have this? It's good here. Once I come in here and I'm like, okay, this is a branches higher, maybe I want to turn this up and kill this off. Or on this tree, I've already decided just by looking at it that I'm going to bring this one back up and in right here. I think this one I'm going to turn all the way around up in here and have it higher and this one lower, and that's why I call it like a double dragon. I'm going to try to keep almost two looking trees facing each other with some deadwood, like that is the initial plan. It could change because that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to come in here and I'll show you real quick how I do that. I just pick off any of that juvenile foliage that is either right on the trunk, like see, this is a perfect example right there. That little foliage is kind of on the trunk or on the branching that is real close to the trunk. Now this is before I even decided which branches I'm going to keep or not keep. And then sometimes these little ones you might want to leave just in case you want a branch to go ahead and keep growing out there and thicken up over time. But these ones that are already, turning into wood, you want to clean off that stuff that is real close, right by the trunk. And it doesn't really, it could be a little ways out, and you go a little further. You can always take more off later on. Like see those right there? And you can do it if you don't want to mess up your hand. You can also do it with a little pair of shears. Come in here and take the foliage off that way too. I tend to find that for me it's quicker just to come in here with my hands. They're already kind of used to getting chewed up, and to do it like that. So you'll basically do that through the whole tree until you get it opened up enough to see what you have to work with. and decide then if you want to take away some branches, create some dead wood. So that's what we'll do with this tree, and I haven't decided yet if I'm keeping any of the branches, but I am going in here and picking off some of the foliage right alongside. I would like to keep this one, but it may be too low because this is right here and I'm wanting to twist this one up and in here. I don't know, I may be able to get that high enough. That might work, but that may have to be killed off. This one, the way I'm going to twist it, these are probably going to be on the inside also, but I don't know that yet. So until I do all that, I'm still keeping those there until I actually get this trunk cleaned out enough, probably wired up. Then I'll make a decision, you know, after I get it bent up, and then just start taking off branching that I don't need. Right now I'm just taking off the juvenile foliage and growth that I don't need, so I can see to wire, to do a lot of different things. And I probably won't go, I may go all the way out on this tree, I'm not sure, to way out here. Now you can leave some of these as you get towards the top where you think the apex may be, or you can clear them out and they should grow pretty good for next season, grow back. Now any of these ones that are a little thicker, I'm going to go ahead and leave them, but these real little bitty ones. And I'm also thinking that the way when I get done, then this tree's going to be bent, that's going to be on bottom, hopefully. But I really just want to clear out enough so I can get the wire, get this wired up, twist it into shape before I decide exactly which branches to keep and not to keep. You can tell it's pretty thick. I can wire up pretty much all of that. This here is still pretty thick in here. Probably won't even keep all of this. Okay, now as you can see, we've already got this pretty much opened up compared to this side. See how this is still, you can't really make out what's going on compared to this side. That's why I kind of wanted to do this tree to show you. But then we'll jump over on this side and go right to work on this guy here. This is definitely the bigger of the two. It's got almost three, it's got a lot of different bigger branches already coming out from the trunk. Now, some of these are too, you know, a little too stout to peel off by hand, but are too close. It kind of also varies on whatever size juniper you're working on to just what size foliage you'll be taking off. Yeah, this one has a lot more branching and inner growth going on. Try not to talk a ton, and just hopefully you guys can see. I'll try to leave most of this video together. You can kind of just see what I'm doing. Sometimes just watching somebody work on a tree is better than them trying to explain it on exactly what they're doing. And some of these, like this little guy, I'll go ahead and shorten because I know I'm not going to use all this way out here. So I'll go ahead and cut it back while I'm, just to give me less stuff in my way as I'm going. Now this guy, as it gets closer up, see how this has already opened up that. And then this one here, I could almost just, if I wanted to, wrap that. I could turn, there's so many options when you have a tree like this. I could just use that, cut this off, turn it to deadwood, twist that up, and that could be a smaller tree. Or with this one, I've got this going way down here already, so I'm going to stick with this one. This side will more than likely be shortened up probably all the way up into here and just be a lower branch, not a continuation of the trunk and part of the apex or anything. Just continue on down. And then when these guys get real little, you kind of want to just be careful how many you take away, because you don't know for sure where your top is going to end at. At this stage, you still want to leave yourself with options on which way to go. I try to just pick out the smallest little grows. Leave that one. Take all of those away. And all I'm really doing is clearing it out enough to where I'll be able to wire all the way up this tree without pinching off. And it's not a huge deal. I may end up covering up one of these little juvenile foliage pads here or there as I go also. If you accidentally cover one up, it's not the end of the world. It's probably the end of the world for that little pad, but that's it. This isn't getting one ready for a show or anything. It's just getting one for its first true styling. This tree here has never been wired. I potted it up. I cleared it out originally, potted up, put it in here. So this is its first actual styling. It's going to be wired and shaped. And it's getting close. See how much open up it is. See all the different branching we have here. Afraid that little, and then like I already know up here, since I've already got these bigger branches further out, all these littler ones that are up in here. Now this one I may leave. That one kind of looks interesting. It'll probably go away, but see all these right here on the trunk, even though they're starting to turn to wood, they're way smaller than what is up here. So I don't want to keep any of them. You see how that has already opened up the bottom part of the trunk. Still undecided on this guy. I still have time to make up my mind what I want to do with him. These guys here are the same way on this side. I do have a little one back over here. I guess I could, nah. See how it's growing out way too far. I'm gonna take it off. See, now on either side we have a more open view of the tree. And also, see, I'm not at a point where I know where the front even is. I was originally thinking, since these are out this way, this will be the front. It's a possibility when I get done. Looking at it right now, somewhere right in here would be a cool front. So I kind of need to start getting a better idea of which one I want to be the front. If I want to bend the tree. Now, you don't want to bend too much without any wire, but get an idea of which way I want to go now. I'm almost to that stage. I'm almost done with the cleaning out of the tree. And then I'll probably wire. Now, some trees they're already kind of wired. You can do branch selection and then rewire the trunk and the branches at the same time. When it's these first stylings, as I'm getting attacked by chihuahuas again, you want to kind of keep your mind open on which way you want to go, and keep your options also open. Clear out all this junk. So I'm pretty much done with this very first part of the video, showing you guys how to do clearing the tree out. Now I'm going to give you a preview to the second part. Second part, I'm going to create some deadwood before I wire up anything. And I've already kind of decided where I want to go with this tree just by that little bit. I got it opened up. I kind of seen what branches I have, what I have to work with, so it gave me an idea. As I'm looking at this tree, because I wanted this as a double dragon, I just had that in mind as soon as I saw these two cascades coming down. I don't want them to cascade. I'm going to bring them around. So I'm going to do that, and also have them kind of look like they're battling with each other, kind of for life, on, you know, who's the dominant one of this tree kind of thing. You know, use your imagination here with me, people. Come on now. So I'll give you a preview to part 2, and be looking forward to that video coming up. I've decided these lower branches are going to be my deadwood. This one on this side, I'm going to kill it off, and then as I bring this trunk around, I'm going to twist it back over into here. This one here, on this one, I'm going to kill off and bring it over the top of this one. And also this guy, I'm going to have him twisted up this way just a little. It won't be a ton of deadwood. It looks like a lot of foliage here, but it really won't be a lot. So I'm going to twist this tree. I'm going to continue the twist up to get this, and then twist this up and into here, and then this one up this way. Then I'll bring this back and up, and this will be the lower part, lower tree right in here somewhere. And this one, instead of curving it, continuing it like this, I'm going to bring this from somewhere right in here back and up a little higher. And so they'll meet kind of in the middle. So stay tuned for part 2. I'll show you guys how to turn the ones we're turning into deadwood, and that's probably all I'll show you in that one. It may be a little shorter than this one. Anyway, guys, if you like this little one-part video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I think a squirrel just fell out of a tree. And anyway, share this channel. And like always, guys, thanks for watching.